They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Will Fuller, 78 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Looking deep for Julio.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way we wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now Burrow on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
He's got a man, complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll take him into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he'll take a shot for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by McPherson. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the going. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
Come on, man.
These guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that could be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a give to Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down deep.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this time they should have costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Burrow on play action. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. He's symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. A little juke, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Dobbins trying the left side. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
Oh, I can't tell. Oh, my God. Can't tell that play, man. That's bullshit.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Third and goal, Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 and the 19. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to look deep down the field. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
To be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They're going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
Man, he holding my nigga up, man. Come on,
When you look at
man.
the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They go play action with Jackson. It's complete to Fuller. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Burrow. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And They go play action now. Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Duvernay. That catch good for only a couple.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Will Fuller, 43 yards. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, brings
the Bengal pressure. Gets him that time. Down he goes.
Logan Wilson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And that is going to be called in one-handed. Wow. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens add on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Let's go, baby.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. First down. Here's Burrow. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Burrow. Slant caught by Chase. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. What do we do to the flag down? Despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to fire deep for Bradley. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Greetings, how you doing? Now you know it. Hey, look, they tried to take one of my off days. Man, it did. Look, then when I went on off day, and it was messing with me on my off day. You know what? I'm going home. Boop. I got plenty of time. Yeah, it's really like, you know what I'm saying, like, just really just self-explanatory what go on, you know what I mean, when you riding a forklift, like, you be having to scan stuff, but sometimes you don't be scanning stuff for long periods of time, so they'll question you, like, oh, what was you doing? Well, like, I was working. You know I'm working back here. Like, how do you think the work getting done, like, if I wasn't working? Like, right, you know what I'm saying? Look, like, man, this is the first thing I said. Run back the camera here. If you want to write something down, you want to repeat what I said. This is what the person, the associate, said when I walked up and asked him about TOT. He told me to run the camera back. I ain't got time to do your job and my job. What you saying? Come on, stop that. You better stop playing with me. Right, that's basically what they trying to do. You already know what's going on, like, but this is the person who told me to come ask you. I said, so now we wasted 30 minutes for you talking to me right now. So what, you know what I mean? Like, what sense does it make for you to even say anything to me when you already know what's going on? You know what I mean? Now, I can't tell you how to do it. I can't tell you how to do your job, but I know on my shift, the individual is able to look up information. And so this TOT, what you're talking about, it shows that I be working. You know what I mean? If you don't know the programs to go to see, hey, I can't do your job for me. But, hey, maybe you go ask around. Hey, look. But again, right now, you talking to me at 2:30. It's 3 o'clock, so we ain't wasted 30 minutes. So what was the point of this, sir? I'm just trying to figure out. Are you gonna? Man, that's what I'm telling you. Like, you could have. You know what I mean? It's basically like you want people to tell you the information so you don't have to do your job. So when they ask you, it's like, oh, he was doing no. Right, because I'm black and you're white talking to me. I talk condescending to a white person anyway, so it's like, yeah, you're supposed to be doing your job. That way I don't collect TOT. So why are you talking to me right now? Well, this is it's kind of abnormal for somebody to be doing the work. Well, you can run back and tape. You know what I mean? So, yeah, what are we talking about right now? Well, I'm pretty sure all supervisors talk to, not on my shift. Nobody even talked to me on my shift. You're talking to me today for the first time since I've been here. You know what I mean? Like, but again, right. You didn't want to say anything to me earlier. Now you're going to do some talking to me. Then when I question you about, you know what I'm saying? Right, because earlier you asked the assistant manager. You sent her an email. She shows me the email. Like, so then when I question you on it, he's like, no, I didn't do that. Like, motherfucker, I saw it with my own eyes. What is you talking about? I saw your name. You sent my picture to her to question her about what took so long here. Like, bro, I ain't got time. I'm on my MET day. This is an extra day for me. You think I'm going to work harder on my shift, on your shift, than I am on my own shift? Boy, come on, man, stop. I'm going to work hard and do my job and go home. Simple. All that what you talking about, the micromanager part, like you say, you trying to micromanage and see what I'm doing. Well, right here, you wasn't scanning. I didn't have any work to scan. I had to wait on your slow driver up front to load me up so I can have some more work. Well, how about you getting some help up there? You know what I mean? Because, on our shift, My guy, you know, hey, we don't have to wait on him. Because obviously on y'all shift, it's a little slow. I said on y'all shift, it's a little slow. You know, that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That like that. Pretty much who I go to ask questions. Like she down there looking discombobulated. Like she just so frustrated. Like I'm like, hey, look, don't worry about me down here. I handle everything I need to handle. You ain't gotta worry. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much going on up here. Oh my God. I'm like, man, boy, y'all need to give us some help, boy. Man, the little white girl face, man. You know how I'm saying. Her cheekbones is like bloodshot red. I'm still like, is she alright? Oh no, she's like the guy who, you know, she's always like that. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna have this in a minute, man. Like, hey, is she always like this? Oh no. What are you in the plan? What is the list? What does the list consist of? Where's the list at? Yeah. Wow, that's what I'm saying. You see some of the things you said you got early in the morning. Where can I squeeze in at? Where's my time frame? Ooh. Hey, look, I ain't even open it. I ain't even open the book. I ain't even open the book. Man, you know. Oh, what's the day? What is the day? Today is Monday or Tuesday? So I mean, hey, I had to go in because I be like, oh, today's Sunday. Oh, today Monday. I missed the whole day being at work. Tomorrow is, hold on, today is Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday? Oh, yeah, one more day? Oh my gosh. The week is going by so fast. I'm telling you, I feel like you be relaxing. Yeah, so. No, but they been sending out, I mean, what is like, you know, I mean, like Prime coming up too, so it's like, look. No, well, I said Prime is coming up, but then that was just like when I was saying Prime was coming up, like my cousin had popped in my head. She just won the MEAC for softball, so they're gonna be flying in to Tallahassee this weekend. I'm kind of mad I can't go, but no. She plays for Howard, so you know they won in the MEAC. They won the MEAC championship. So now I guess I don't know who they play or what they got. For some reason they're coming out here to Tallahassee. I guess that brought them into the playoffs. I guess against the white schools, you know, Florida State. I think I seen some other big name schools out there. But I don't think she's playing anyway. So I told her I was gonna try to drive down like Saturday. I don't do anything. I think she said they're there Friday, Saturday. Well, I didn't ask her like I know they play Friday, Saturday. I didn't ask her how long they were actually gonna like be in town. I mean, but you know they're in school, so it's probably like fly in Friday or leave out Thursday night or something like that. Fly in Friday. Leave probably like Sunday morning. Nah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna work on Wednesday. That's your plan. You and your plan, ain't you? Huh? No. You got a little, you got a little comedy in you. Okay. You trying to see what your time frames at? Where can I be squeezed in? What time is afternoonish in the planner? Huh? Week one? That's, that's why I'm trying to get in gaps and get into the gaps of what you're saying. 12 and 3. 12 and 3. So I got a time slot between 12 and 3. Yeah. What, Allen? What, I know, between 12 and 3. Ooh, that's going to be blazing. No, he said, don't do that. You don't think he might be lighter. I think he lighter than me, though. You know what I'm saying? So I think he lighter than me. It was hard. I just seen your melon. I seen your melons on. You lighter than me. Whew. Let me go back and look again, man. That's what I said. What the? He said it's okay. What's my dog doing? Hold on. Oh, let's see what we got this. I went to school. 15 better be in school. I don't fall to it. She's melanated. Oh, wait. She, she my complexion. She my complexion. Yeah. Who? I'm in the dark skin cat. I'm in the brown. I'm in the brown skin category. Who? Yeah. We are this. I'm looking at this. We are the same complexion. Oh, you. I'm looking at you. We same dark complexion. But it's because you might have been in the sun taking these pictures. I see you might have been in the sun taking these pictures. It's okay. Yeah, all my life I was dark skinned. Now, now you didn't change my whole complexion. Who? Oh, oh, no, baby girl, you know I'm just playing with you. Oh, I know I'm brown skinned. I know I ain't dark. Oh no, you know, I'm light, bright like I ain't say that light. You know what I'm saying? But I know I ain't dark. No, I ain't red. That's what I look. Yeah, you know, I still when they look at me, it's like, oh, you are all Negro. Gosh, you're so aggressive. That's aggressive. Affirmed voice is aggressive? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So I got a 12 to 3 slot. Where 12 to 3 slot. Okay, now we need to say we want to meet at a park. Where the park's at? Hmm? Riverside? You know a park at Riverside? You gotta tell me on it. Riverside Park, that's the name of it? I'm from Virginia. Jacksonville. I mean, I live in Jacksonville. My folks, you know what I'm saying, used to live here, but I used to live here like before anything got built up for real. Like, Memorial Park. Let's see. Oh, Park should have talking about Memorial Park. Oh, right. That sounds like a plan. Grabbing a smoothie, walking out to the park. Now we gotta figure out. Now you gotta tell me, huh? Say again. Yeah, I drink smoothies. What's wrong with a smoothie? Yeah, hey, my diet is not really a diet per se. I'm just thin. You know what I mean? Like it's just natural God given. So I don't be really like, like my brother. He's a vegetarian. Vegan. Eats all types. I see, like my brother. He's like the healthy eater. Me, I'm the country eater. Yeah, like extra stuff. What? You bougie about food? Yeah, it's good to have healthy eaters around you. The stuff smell. Now, don't get me wrong. The stuff smells good. I just like, boy, it's meat in my life, brother. Come on, I say, brother, come on. We need some meat. Cause I think I tried some tofu one time. Oh no, some tofu. Can you hear? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? It's a little better. Huh? I have my earbud in. Apple, my Apple earbud. Yeah, it was like I don't know, a wind, fan, the wind blowing into the mic, but I was talking at the same time. Who knows? I think I did it, but I think I might have cut it back on. I don't know. I'd be like, when the settings pop up, you get hit some, like, yeah, smooth. What you say? What do I need to eat? Oh yeah, the meat, man. You gotta have some type of meat. I don't know. I mean, it tastes good. That's all. I want food that tastes good. If it tastes good, I eat it. If it don't, it won't even go down. You know how you just don't. I think somebody put me on some. You know, it's like eating Brussels sprouts. Um, we're gonna get with you to see. Look, you have an advanced Brussels sprout though. You know what I mean? We ain't talking. We talking about the whole like, no taste to it. Just take this down. Oh man. Now see, you probably enhance the taste of it to where I might can take it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, it's seasoned, it's air fried. You know, you might have changed it up. I might be indulging it. I can say I'll try it one time. Yeah, so then we would have to just compromise on probably finding like who pork. I'm from the country. Yes, ma'am. Not too much though. I don't. I mean, pork gives you headaches. Too much pork bring blood. Too much pork gives you blood pressure up. You know, I'm kind of like, you know what I mean, like I've been more like shrimp, salmon, chicken. Those are my main go-to right there. You know, I indulge into the burgers and the steaks and stuff like that, or like a pork sandwich or something like that. But some other pork chops. That's like rare. I don't say like rare, but it's like when I got a taste for it type deal. Like it's like going home for Christmas or something like that. Like going around my family, it's like that's when you got a taste for pork. You know, Uncle finna be on the barbecue. He finna be. They finna be fresh frying. They finna be pour sausage in the morning. Barbecue ribs late in the evening. You know, so. But like when I'm away from them, like I said, I stick to more shrimp, salmon, chicken. Okay. What kind of seafood you got? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's lightning outside. I said it was lightning outside. Yeah, would have seen the sky blink just a while ago. Well, I don't hear no. I mean, I don't hear nothing. What did I do for what? Go to the gym. Pretty much it. Go to the gym. Read a little bit. Study for the CDLs. Whatever I get. See, it's like I applied for the job for my job. So right now they have my application under consideration. So basically, it's two options I can go to where I get hired on. They're gonna send me to school free of charge. I pay for school out of my pocket and they reimburse me once I finish school. So basically, if I don't get the hire on job, then I'll just apply to go to school and actually get it. Either or, I'd rather do get hired on and send me to school because you're still working at the same time as far as going to school and still collecting a paycheck. So first is just going to school and cutting back on your hours and trying to mix it in. She say, not always something. She had touched upon something else, and I don't know. I don't think it was that. Let me see. What was it? Oh, because you had already talked about the kickball. Were you on a kickball team or something?
No, one of my homegirls, she's a health activist as well. So she be doing these events where we get up and move. So this one was just a kickball. The last time we went walking the bridges and stuff.
You did what on the bridges?
We went walking the bridges.
Oh, walking.
So this one. Yeah, so this one was just kickball. It was so fun though. It was definitely an inner child, brought out that inner child and realized how much I could stand cheaters. He was cheating.
Who was cheating?
The people on the other team, we won anyway, but they was trying to cheat.
How can you cheat and kickball?
Because you know how little people they be trying to pause. We gonna call the bar, ain't no pause. The bar done been kicked already, you can't pause in the middle of the game. Little petty stuff. Petty stuff.
Was it what group of girls? Mixed?
It was it was majority girls. I think it was like 2 or 3 boys out there.
Oh man, inner childhood coming back out.
We live in a society that keep us so freaking stressed. Like we got to be adulting all the time, and it's survival mode. And when I get a chance to be free, I'll take it. You don't have to worry about nothing.
Of course, that's the only way. Like, I mean, people should just be free all the time. Now I say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, work, okay. But once you get off work, it's like, you only have one life to live. You know what I mean? Like, you must enjoy it. And just embrace every second of the day, for real. life is just too short. That's all. To be, you know what I mean? To be stressed out. That's all I just feel like.
Right. Because we stay stressed. We live in a stressed world.
You know, man. You don't even take the time out to hear the birds chirping. You know what I mean? Like nature moving, the wind blowing, waves crashing type deal. Like
the beauty, the nature's natural sound.
Yeah.
Life.
Like people be surprised sometimes. Like I'll sit outside and just listen to nature. It's just like, what are you doing? Yeah, outside, just sitting here. And be like, yeah, outside. Isn't it hot outside? Yeah. Okay. Breeze is blowing. I'm in the shade. You know how to stay cool when you go outside. So where's this smoothie place? Now, what park is this at? This it's called who?
Grassroots.
Grassroots. Grassroots. Natural market. Is that what it is? Okay. So that's off of Market. What is it? So what about Post Street? Ninth Street, across the street from the Ninth. All right. So you want to meet up at Grassroots?
Yeah, we can. What time works best?
You tell me.
You arrange? Jeez, I gotta pick this time specifically.
I'm off of your planner. We had to go from your planner now. You know, I'm free. You feel me?
Oh shit, that sounded so funny. Okay, let's do 1:30.
1:30. Gotcha. 1:30. 1:30.
Grassroots. That'll give you enough time.
Write me in there. You know what I'm saying? Write me in there.
Right now. Yes, indeed.
Put me in there. You put some stars, a little smile face or something, you know.
Just for you. Got you with a smile face.
One thing. That's your favorites.
What do you think for your mental health today?
I told you I was sitting outside. Listening to the birds and nice little breeze. Out there, I was thought about sunbathing for a minute. I was like, oh.
Yeah. If you sit out there long enough now, you can get dark skin like you want, at least for the summer.
Yeah, you know, that's that summer look, you know.
You said what?
That's that summer look. That's probably why, because I always worked outside. That's probably why I think I'm dark skinned, because I always worked outside. Once I got a little older and started working inside, I'm like, man, I've been missing out.
Oh, you had everlasting pain sound like working outside.
Yeah, you know, you was working outside, you know, you wear long sleeve shirts. If you wore anything short sleeve, you know, it would be two different colors. Cover your face up.
I want to go to the beach.
That sounds great. pencil in for later. Later time for that too.
Okay, yes, sir. We got next week on the planner. If our meetup goes live, we can put you in the next week on the planner.
We can add days in. Hey, every week we get a different place.
See, it's different place. I'm with the shit tonight. That's the way it is. How often do you travel to see your daughter?
Wow. I would like more, but probably like once, maybe twice a year. Try to see on her birthday, make that mandatory. You know, like, you're not going to stop me from seeing you on her birthday. Like, what are you doing? Where are you at? I'm driving up there. Okay? You know, so, like, she always tries to make it difficult. Don't know why, but, like, try to get her for Christmas, but, she acts retarded dance. Try to get August and family reunion when we get together. Anything and everything that my family does, like I'll try to call, I'll reach out and be like, hey, we doing this, can I get it? Oh, that sounds nice. Sometimes at one point I was like, well, sometimes you just give up. But like my sister said, you always just keep showing that, like that you're trying to go see her or you're reaching out. So at least she'll know or she'll see. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what matters the most. Because one thing about it, children see what their parents see. It's just who children will see. There's no need to bash nobody. Children will really see what parent was the person that was blocking their relationship. They will always see, because eventually, especially when they get older, and they go to doing that inner child work, and they have to take a step out of that child's perspective and look at it from an adult. It's like, oh yeah, I do remember when my daddy was, wow, my mom did. They started thinking. So
yeah,
that's
so
the best thing.
like I tell folks, anymore, like me, my personality is just like chill. I ain't even gonna tell. Like as much as sometimes, I might want to pick up the phone, baby girl. Yeah, you might want to, just throw into the mix and be like, you know what? I ain't even that type of dude. So, you know what I mean? Like, how you doing, baby girl? They don't even really talk. I don't even say nothing like as far as like, what you mom at? Like, oh, why you ain't pick up your phone? Why is your mom keeping from me? Nah, what you doing, baby? How you doing? Oh, you're so beautiful. Like, you my chocolate beautiful job. You know what I mean? Like, you tell her. That one thing you ask her, that's like who loves you? She's like my dad. And then people in my family always tell like, we ask about you. We ain't forgot about you. That's why I FaceTime all half the time. Like, my mom should be on.
She's still there.
Huh?
I'm saying that's good that you're still there.
Yeah. My mom would be like, she'd be going to the car. I'm like, Mom, you gotta get off this call and stuff. Jump onto the FaceTime just because, what it is. Like, we fighting against her, the wrong boy, like, you can't just let the little girl see us, versus just picking up a phone, the person can't see you, they can hear your voice all day, but they can't see you, so at least she do got an iPhone where you can FaceTime and stuff like that. But, oh yeah, it kind of hurts a little bit, but
When you was born in Virginia?
Yeah, she was born in Virginia. I wasn't born in Virginia.
Okay.
I was born in Alabama.
No, I'm just saying that's the jurisdiction, understanding what jurisdiction that, that order is. You pay child support though, right?
Yeah. But in order for me to go back, I gotta go back for the file, paperwork, get a little court document. Yeah, all of it take time. Like,
option is definitely an option. I only ask that because always pay attention to that with her. You know, it sucks because I do see it's easier for some men to give up, but then I know some men, I'm talking about if they working 2-3 jobs, got to drive Uber, they fighting, they go on the court, back and forth to court, getting it right. So it's aggravating and it's costly. But you know, if I
that's the other part. I mean, I don't think people understand. I mean, it's like the fighting for it is okay. I can do it on my own fight and we ain't gonna get nowhere, or I can shit out this money fight and we gonna get whatever target's gonna give us. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know, it ain't about right, wrong. It's just basically about who shit out the most money for you to receive the right thing. Like,
yeah, and these women is being held in contempt. I got another homegirl. She go on the court right now with her baby daddy. She thought it was okay for her to keep her child from her baby daddy because her son was going through some emotional stuff. And the people held her in contempt that she got to pay. I was like, yikes.
oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah, man,
so many different ways.
Yeah, like, you know, I can file paperwork, send it to court. Man, I ain't for all that, man. Like, just get my daughter.
Yeah.
I don't care nothing about sending you to jail for you not giving my child when you needed me to give her, man. Just give me my child. That's it.
Right.
If you want to be spiteful through all what you want to do, continue. Don't care nothing about you. Just let me see my child. Let me come pick her up. Let me go on the road with her and take her here, take her to Georgia, take her to Florida. You know what I mean? Before we finna go. You know what I mean? Look her ride up New York. I just want to see the world. Like, this is what I did. So I saw stuff. I just didn't stay in one state. You know, and I tell people that most of the time too. It's like, well, you gotta open up your eyes. You know what I mean? Like, most people I know that really just stayed in like one area all their life. It's like kind of be blinded. You know what I mean? As far as like what the world is like. And I ain't saying that you gotta go live somewhere else or something like that. Just going just to see, hey, we all the same. We're just in a different place. Up north people talk this way. West Coast people talk this way. You go to the Midwest, these folks talk this way. You go down to Texas, these folks talk this way. Hey, you come back here on the East Coast, we talk this way. Hey, let's leave out and go to Jamaica. You see, they talk this way, but everybody pretty much the same struggle. You know? But like you give yourself a more broader view of, you know, just people and how to deal with people.
Right. Right. It broadens your perspective, you know, because sometimes your environment can be stuck when you're stuck into a box. You know, keep a person in the hood, that's all they know. They don't know nothing outside the hood. So like you say, when you travel, I love to travel. Like, I can't wait to get on, you know, out the country or whatever. Again, I haven't did that since 2020. When all the cooties and stuff hit, but that alone taught me.
All the cooties.
Mm-hmm. That alone taught me. I think it was my trip to Peru. I didn't have I was in the jungle for 5 days and 6 nights. Like, I was in the jungle. You know, I'm talking about a 20-minute ride out, a 15-minute boat ride, and a 20-minute hike up the hill. That's where we was living. So, wasn't no internet, wasn't no TV. Luckily, we had hot water. And then the roof wasn't even connected to the house where we were staying at. So like it was on there, but it wasn't like we're used to with the 4 walls. Like, it wasn't like that. But that showed me, like, yo, how much do you really need in life? Society got us programmed to think we need all this extra stuff to keep us in their rat race, to keep us stuck in their system. These people out here in the jungle living happy, vibing, like living their life. The culture and the traditional people there. And I'm like, wow, there was so much peace out there. And I'm like, damn, y'all don't got nothing to stress for. What y'all stress for?
watching them.
Your house. Is that what?
I said they ain't. I said they ain't. When you're out there, it's like everybody else the same. But everybody. I mean, I don't know. Like people over here just be fighting each other.
Just barbaric. Completely barbaric. So, I love to travel. My fat butt probably gonna go to Orlando in a little bit just to go eat.
You gonna travel just to
What?
go eat?
Yeah, like a little day trip to go eat some food, some good food.
That's neat.
I got a fat girl mentality on Facebook. I used to be fatter. Then I still got the characteristics a little bit.
So that was a change.
It was.
I said, so is that what changed, or was it something else?
What you mean?
When you say you used to be fatter, was it
you asked me what question?
Was it your weight that made you change, or was it something else?
It was really it started with my weight and my mentality. I tell people all the time, the journey I'm on started with self-love. Like, I started really caring about myself. So I was bigger. I think I was borderline high cholesterol. My mom has diabetes. My grandma has diabetes. My great-grandma has diabetes. They all take probably 5 or more pills. And then my sisters are diabetic. So, literally knowing that I could be going down that same rabbit hole. And then when I was